Greetings again, my Guardian friends. It's Mano 777, and we are back inside of Destiny. It is Tuesday, and that means it's time for the weekly reset for Tuesday, June 13th, 2017. Now, I'm actually on the ground at E3, and so I'm going to have to do things a little bit differently since I do not have access to a console. So this is going to be one week where things are going to be a little bit different. We're actually going to be using Bungie.net, but in addition, I'm going to be going out and getting some more content for Destiny 2, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. I had a lot of people in my channel say, we hope that even though you're at E3, you can still do the weekly reset. We really like your video that you always do every week, so I wanted to make sure I get that in for you. So if you like something in this video, a positive rating would be greatly appreciated. Hit that subscribe button for more Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 content, and feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's something you're looking forward to in Destiny 1 or Destiny 2. So this week, the Nightfall strike is Undying Mind on Meridian Bay, and we are going to have the following modifiers. We've got Epic, Specialist, where special weapon damage is favored, Juggler, where no ammo drops for your equipped weapon are available, Grounded, where players take more damage while airborne, and Chaff, where player radar is disabled. The rewards are going to be unknown rewards as well as the possibility of a skeleton key. Definitely want to bring an amazing sniper rifle for that. I'd recommend Void because most of the time, most of the enemies have Void shields in that experience. Next up, we're going to talk about the weekly heroic strikes for this week. We've got Arc Burn, where arc damage from any source is greatly increased, Brawler, where Guardian melee damage is greatly increased, and Ironclad, where more enemies have shields. That will get you a Treasure of Ages package, legendary marks, as well as experience. Next, let's move on over to the Challenge of the Elders this week. Last week was pretty trash in terms of modifiers, so let's see if we get something a little bit better this week. It's not a ton better, but it's significantly better than Trickle and Super Kill bonus. What we've got this week is Berserk, where Minions of the Darkness won't flinch even after massive damage, and Catapult, where grenade recharge rate is greatly increased. Precision kill bonuses are worth more points. Round 1 is going to be the Taken Fallen Captain, round 2 is going to be the Vex Hydra, and round 3 is going to be the Cabal Captain. So not a bad week for Challenge of the Elders, but definitely not the greatest week in terms of what you can do. The weekly Crucible playlist this week is going to feature Zone Control. So we'll go ahead and get in there and take as many zones as you possibly can. That will help you out a ton in getting points. Again, if you do that, that will get you a Treasure of the Ages package as well as legendary marks for this week. Next up, we have Mars and Venus for the weekly story playlist. The modifiers for this week are going to be Small Arms, where primary weapon damage is favored, and Exposure, where Guardian shields are increased but do not replenished. Again, the rewards there are going to be a Treasure of the Ages package as well as legendary marks. Again, it wouldn't be Age of Triumph if we didn't talk about the weekly featured raid. This week we have Wrath of the Machine featuring Vosic Challenge and Axis Challenge. Vosic Challenge basically means that every single time there is a damage phase on Vosic, at the end of the damage phase, 2 Siva charges are going to drop down on the ground. 2 rooms, either to the left or to the right, are going to light up, and you need to use the Siva charges to close those doors. So make sure you do that, and you will be set to go, and you'll complete Vosic Challenge. Once you have all 4 doors closed, then kill Vosic. Next up, you have Axis Challenge. Axis Challenge basically means that anytime you have the empowerment, anytime Axis teleports, there's going to be a red flare that comes from one of the back plates on the left, middle, or right side, and you have to supercharge the plates. And by doing that, if you do that every single time Axis teleports and then kill him, you will complete Axis Challenge mode. Continuing very much like we usually do, we're going to go over to the Iron Temple and check out what's going on over there. The Vanguard Scout is here with his Iron Lord bounties. This will get you the Thorn bounty if you have not yet picked that up. First of all, we have Together We Rise, where you complete public events in the Plague Lands. Archon's Forge Captains, where you complete captain encounters in the Archon's Forge. Crushing Blows, where you use the Iron Battle Axe or powerful enemy weapons to decimate hostile threats. This is definitely one you want to pick up, especially if you're going into the raid, because when you use the cannons in the raid, they actually count as the powerful enemy weapons. And then finally, Archon's Forge, where you complete Vandal encounters, and the Archon's Forge. All of those have the potential to drop the Thorn bounty if you do not have that as of yet. This week, the 3 Iron Lord artifacts are going to feature the Memory of Gellion, which is basically one of my favorite ones that I like to get. It is one that gives you the ability to have a detailed radar. However, you can see here it's a very low roll. It's an 88% of max roll, and it's discipline and strength. If you can, maybe skip that for this week. A very strong roll, the best roll I've seen of it, is Memory of Tamir, which basically means that you can take control of smaller minor minions of the darkness, and then they have the chance to temporarily turn the target against its allies. This is the best roll I have seen on the Memory of Tamir ever, so if you do not have that one, I would definitely pick it up this week. Next up, we have the Memory of Radagast, which will give you the ability to reflect energy attacks with your sword, and it also gives you increased ammo capacity for your swords. It's a very strong roll this week with 93% discipline and strength, especially if you're using Dark Drinker on Axis when you're going into the raid. This is a great artifact to have. I'd say the Memory of Radagast and the Memory of Tamir are definitely pickups for this week. Definitely make sure you get one of those two. I would say skip the Memory of Gellion. And now we head over to the tower. You can see here that we are at Commander Zavala. Let's take a look at his bounties. First of all, we have the Strike Elite bounties, which is where you earn gold tier achieved, silver tier achieved, or bronze tier achieved medals. We have the Sunrise bounty, where you earn a gold tier achieved medal in the Nightfall before time expires. That's 30 minutes, and that's the one that gives you the chance to get the Icebreaker. And then Simply Perfect, complete Siva Crisis strikes without any member of your fire team dying to earn flawless medals. Let's go over now to the Crucible Quartermaster and the Crucible Handler. Let's check out the things that they've got going on over there. First of all, we have the Exercise Your Skills in the Clash match type here, and back to the basics. And then we have a Game of Rift. Exercise your skills in the Game of Rift. So some good bounties this week, nothing too crazy. Rift is not for everyone, I know, especially because it's necessarily a team game, and a lot of times people just want to go into the Crucible and bomb around. The available bounties this week for the Crucible Quartermaster are going to be use pulse rifles, use hand cannons, use sniper rifles, use fusion rifles, and use heavy weapons to defeat guardians in the Crucible. So that's something you want to be checking out over there. As you guys know, I like to cover all of the different donations that you can use for material exchange, and this week all 3 of the factions are going to be using Relic Iron. So you will boost your reputation there at your different factions, and that is going to be Dead Orbit, Future War Cult, as well as New Monarchy. And of course, Eris Morn always takes Worm Spore. So guys, that's gonna do it for us for the weekly reset for June 13th. 2017. Again, this is the 1 week that I'm going to do it like this, just because I'm away from my console. I'm doing it like this, and we'll be back in the game next week. I'd rather do it like that because then you guys can all see where everything is. But again, that's the weekly reset. I hope you guys understand, because I'm covering a bunch of Destiny 2 stuff here at E3. So make sure you check out those other videos that I've been posting the last couple of days. Hit that subscribe button for more Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 content as it becomes available. And if you found something in this video be worthwhile, a positive rating again is very much appreciated, helps the channel out a ton. Leave a comment down below, and guys, I'll see you next time in the universe of Destiny.